It's time to show your work.
It's been a month. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh god!
Hey guys, funny seeing you here. It's a bit later than expected for you and for me.
See you guys next week. I love you.
But let me explain myself. Please! Please! When I first started SLOP Simulator, I was feeling uber ambitious, and I launched myself into a different month game thing, which is like a capybara game. Which I can talk about in a different video. And I also signed up for a bunch of different virtual production shoots, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically using like a big TV screen. It's like an OLED wall, but TV screen works, to display a fake environment made in Unreal Engine, and then you can move your camera in the real world and it'll update within the Unreal Engine scene as if it were real. So it'll do like cool things like parallax and whatnot. So with all this hubbub, SLOP Simulator kind of trickled off. But I did actually make an MVP, which stands for Minimum Viable Product. It took me approximately 2 weeks, and I had actually also recorded and also animated another devlog. But before I finished it, I saw this video, I kind of got imposter syndrome, and decided I wouldn't record anything until I finished SLOP Simulator once and for all, since I should be working instead of making silly videos. But then I thought, DGAF, which stands for Don't Give a Fuck. I like making videos, they're fun, so here we go. 2-week recap. I started off playing SLOP Simulator on Miro and made my first goals as the MVP of my game. This was to make slop pellets, have them spawn in randomly, and have the player get bigger when they touch them. I also wanted to have a barnyard and a arena area, one fight move to test, and a win reward / loss penalty. So the loss penalty would be if you die, you spawn in with your starting stats. The win would be you unlock a new move / a new barnyard animal. I didn't actually do the win yet, but whatevs. So after planning, it was time to do the thing. Doing the thing. I hopped on Roblox Studio, which I had complained about in my last video, because it was ugly. And then I discovered dark mode, and suddenly everything was 100 times better. Oh. I poked around a bit and I made this singular pellet that makes the player bigger when you walk in. But it made the player really big when you ate multiple. I also wanted to call a function from the player when you touch the pellet, but I quickly found out that's not possible because Roblox doesn't let you access functions unless they're global, which is a bad idea because it's multiplayer.
The dog.
Your cat is like, oh no, we're not getting a dog. Don't even think about it, girl.
Instead, you should be using something like module scripts or remote events / functions. So here's where I hit a wall. I know how to use Unreal, Godot, Unity, but I've never used Roblox Studio or made a multiplayer game before. So I decided to do what any good dev does and look on YouTube. I found this account BrawlDev, who is the frickin' GOAT. He had a bunch of great tutorials, and I basically just followed his basic scripting playlist and his advanced playlist on 2x speed so I could understand how Lua works and how the server client-side model on Roblox works. As a little learning side quest, I made this obby, which I believe stands for obstacle course on Roblox, and then I took the stuff I learned from that obby and I made this coin spawner, which spawns coins in a randomly defined area and despawns them after a little bit. If you eat them, you get bigger. Nom nom nom. So these are obviously my slop pellets, but I need to update this, the model. I had a playtest here to check that multiple players could eat the pellets and see each other get bigger, and yes, indeed you could, which meant I was getting somewhere. I also made this quick barn out of the standard Roblox pieces and materials, used the terrain editor to terraform, and I learned about the backpack system in Roblox, which is like a built-in inventory system. I've decided to store my combat moves here for now, as it has pre-built functions like activated and deactivated, where I can hook up my own custom logic to. I implemented a couple combat abilities here, like this dash one, which increases your speed for a short amount of time, and this teleport one, which just teleports you a distance ahead. I also added in a punch action, so that if you press P, it will, well, damage the player it finds in front of you. Now, I made my own animation for this, which looks bad. So I'm gonna redo that, but at least I learned how to animate on Roblox. Once I did all that, I had a spanking new shiny MVP with combat moves, drama, death, love, the whole 9 yards. So I had a playtest and I saw what worked and what didn't. There were a few lovable charms of this MVP, like for some reason your health slowly fills back up, so you have to spam punch somebody before they can heal, but if they get too big, you just I guess the hitbox gets screwed up or something because it's really hard to land a punch. I also marked down the rest of the feedback, which were these. If you want to read it, you can pause, but the next couple weeks I'll be reiterating based off this feedback. I'd also be super interested to know if anyone wants to playtest or has any combat ideas, features, whatnot. If you do, I might set up a Discord or something, but feel free to leave a comment if you think of anything that you want me to put in, because this project is all about learning, and I wouldn't mind trying my hand at anything. Alright, I'll see you in the next video, which may be in 2 weeks, it may be in a month, but I promise you I will come back for you.